Right now at noon, a man is arrested after crashing into the Beaver Dam Middle School. How much the district says the possible damage could be. And cases of teens and young adults who are getting sick from vaping is continuing to increase.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now on this Thursday afternoon. We'll get to those stories in a bit, but first, let's head over to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is with us today at noon. Welcome.
Yes, switching things up just a little bit. I thought I'd pop in earlier. It's so nice outside, though, so if you can spend the afternoon or at least part of the evening outside, would certainly recommend it. We've had a mostly sunny sky for the day. Looking at our visible cloud track, some clouds up to the north, but overall, southern Wisconsin's been in a fantastic spot. And we don't have anything new coming in on our Doppler track either. So no cloud coverage really and no rain threat for us today. Temperatures are in the mid-70s right now. We're at 74 in Lone Rock and in Boscobel, about 72 in Monroe. So it's incredibly comfortable outside. Compared to this time yesterday, it is just a little bit cooler. And our dew points, check that out, in the upper 40s. We haven't seen that for quite some time in Madison. We're in the mid-50s for Janesville. So plan on a very comfortable stretch through the rest of your afternoon and evening. And the good news, we have a repeat performance for your Friday, but we'll take a closer look at what's ahead for Friday and the weekend in just a few minutes.
It is perfect outside. You're
Fantastic.
Right. All right. We'll see you in a few minutes, Dana. Thank you. Topping our news today, a drunken driver is arrested after crashing into a school building in Beaver Dam late last night. Beaver Dam police were investigating a domestic disturbance. They found a suspect vehicle and attempted to stop it. Police say the 22-year-old male driver refused to stop and fled at a high speed. The vehicle left the road and hit the north wall of the Beaver Dam Middle School. The suspect suffered non-life-threatening injuries. He was arrested and is facing multiple charges. The Beaver Dam School District says the car hit an electrical transformer before hitting the building. The district says there is structural damage to the building and it could be well over $100,000 worth. Police are looking for a man who is accused of robbing and assaulting another man. Madison police say it happened around 3 this morning at the 7-Eleven on Park Street. The victim told police the suspect came up to him, demanded money. Then that led to a physical fight where the suspect pulled out a handgun. Officers say the 47-year-old victim had broken teeth, a broken jaw, and cut his lip during the fight. Police in Oregon are asking residents, to check their security cameras after multiple residents were burglarized. It happened in the early morning hours of Monday. The residents in the gated community of Bergamont were burglarized. Vehicle, keys, and guns were stolen during the burglaries. Police are asking anyone in the area of Wingfoot Drive, Inverness Street, and Nicole Circle to check their security cameras and forward any video they may have of suspicious activity. A staff member at a Green Bay high school is accused of sexually assaulting a male student. A police report says 31-year-old Courtney Resnowski and the 16-year-old boy denied having a sexual relationship, but she later confessed to investigators when they asked for permission to go through her phone. Resnowski is a paraprofessional at Southwest High School. The school district issued a statement which says a staff member has been placed on unpaid administrative leave while the allegations are investigated. Resnowski is due back in court next month. Federal health officials are investigating a sharp new increase in the number of severe lung illnesses possibly linked to vaping. They're now looking into 153 cases, most involving adolescents and young adults who used e-cigarettes. That's up from 94 cases we reported earlier this week. Consumer investigative correspondent Anna Warner reports from New York.
I could just feel my heart just pounding out of my chest, going 100 miles an hour.
For 10 days, machines kept 17-year-old Tristan Zofeld alive, while doctors tried to determine why the lungs of this formerly healthy athletic teen were failing.
The day they intubated him was probably the worst day of my life. They did the x-rays. It was completely cloudy all the way through the lungs.
Multiple tests found no clear diagnosis. Then doctors concluded that Tristan's vaping habit, which his parents didn't even know about, might be responsible.
I was introduced to it at 8th or 9th grade. So I've been doing it for a couple years now.
He caused enough irritation and damage to his lungs that he actually ended up with scarring in his lungs.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Food and Drug Administration are now reporting a much larger cluster of pulmonary illnesses possibly related to e-cigarette product use or vaping, primarily among adolescents and young adults.
There has been an astronomical increase of teens and young adults who are using e-cigarettes. We're also seeing a lot of teens with use that implies that they have very high levels of addiction.
The CDC says no specific vaping product has been conclusively linked to all the illnesses. In a statement to CBS News, leading e-cigarette manufacturer Juul says it's monitoring these reports and we have robust safety monitoring systems in place. It noted some teenagers were vaping both nicotine and THC, a Schedule I controlled substance that we do not sell. The CDC says in many cases, patients did tell health officials they had recently used vaping products with THC, an active ingredient in marijuana, in addition to traditional e-cigarettes with nicotine.
The major point that I would like to get across to parents is that e-cigarettes are not safe. We're seeing some very, very concerning health effects, and we really don't know exactly what the long-term data is going to show.
Tristan's doctor says the scarring in his lungs could have a long-term effect, but he's expected to live what she calls a fairly normal life. With this latest report, the CDC is putting the nation's healthcare workers on alert about the spike in lung illnesses and says to be on the lookout for their possible connection to e-cigarette use. Anna Werner, CBS News, New York.
Well, stunning images are coming out of Brazil as a massive wildfire rips through parts of the Amazon. Brazil's National Institute for Space Research, which monitors wildfires, said there's been a record number of them this year, nearly 75,000, an 84% increase compared to the same period last year. The president of Brazil is blaming government organizations for setting the fires. Climate activists point to his administration's dismantling of many of the rainforest protections and insist farmers cleaning land are responsible for the uptick in fires. The World Health Organization is raising a red flag on plastics in drinking water. Health experts say tiny pieces of microplastics are being found in tap water and bottled water. Experts say up to 90% of microplastics are usually eliminated through water filtration treatments. While microplastics don't appear to be a health worry for now, environmental leaders are calling for an urgent reduction in plastic pollution to reduce people's exposure to potentially harmful substances. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Looking for an easy way to cut down on cleanup time while getting dinner on the table? You're in luck, because today's Fresh Catch recipe does just that. Isn't it nice when you find a recipe that takes you from start to on the table in just minutes? It's even better when the recipe is healthy, tasty, and involves little to no cleanup. Lucky for us, today's recipe is a foil pack wonder that does all that. Let me show you how easy. We start by cutting 4 pieces of heavy-duty aluminum foil about a foot long. Then we place a handful of fresh spinach in the center of each and top it with whatever you're cooking. Today, I'm using U.S. farm-raised catfish since it's firm enough to hold its shape, yet delicate and flavorful enough to be cooked in foil. Next, season each fillet with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Top them with some cherry tomatoes, some fresh herbs, lemon, and a splash of white wine. After folding up the foil to make a pouch, place them on a baking sheet and pop them in the oven. You could also throw them on the grill. Once they're done, which takes just minutes, open them up carefully because they're gonna be steaming hot. Then serve everyone their very own packet and watch their faces light up. Once you taste this melt-in-your-mouth lemony herb delight, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna make this your new go-to fish dish. To get the recipe for what we call our All-American Fish and Foil, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a Southern farm-raised way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, a sunny and clear Thursday. Meteorologist Dana Fulton tells us what we can expect for the weekend. That's coming up in your first alert forecast. The Fed remains the focus on Wall Street and a social media hoax that had users rethinking their posts. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
Wall Street is gearing up for more Fed speak. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell delivers a speech tomorrow to central bankers in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Some analysts are expecting Powell to prime the pump for another interest rate cut. Mixed signals on the job market. According to the Labor Department, first-time filings for weekly jobless claims fell by 12,000 to 209,000 last week. Meanwhile, revised government figures show the U.S. economy had 501,000 fewer jobs in March than initially reported. On the earnings front, Dick's Sporting Goods quarterly report card is in focus today. The sports apparel retailer says profit totaled $112.5 million on sales of just over $2.25 billion. The company did not outline firearm sales, but has been testing if it should stop gun sales since the 2018 deadly shooting in Parkland, Florida. And a viral meme seen floating around Instagram yesterday is debunked. The post claimed that the site was changing its privacy policies. It said that the site now had free reign over users' photos. The head of Instagram says it's a hoax. Instagram's privacy rules state that all content shared is made available to the public unless the user adjusts the platform's privacy settings. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up almost 47 points. The NASDAQ, however, down 38. The S&P 500 is off 4. Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Time now for the weather. Dana is over in the Weather Center. Beautiful day out today.
Oh, fantastic. As much time as you can spend outside this afternoon, that's certainly what I would recommend. Right now, our Doppler track is quiet throughout the northern plains of the northern Midwest. We're in a really great spot. Here's a live look from our WISC-TV sky cam. A few clouds, but overall a mostly sunny sky. It really is pleasant outside today. We're sitting close to 73 right now in Madison, but our dew points are in the upper 40s, which means it feels so comfortable outside. Our breeze is nice and calm and light. Not too much of a breeze really do factor on in for us, as high pressure is still keeping things pretty quiet. There's a stationary front installed down to the edge of the Midwest and the plains. They're seeing some stronger thunderstorms today. Of course, nothing coming on in for us. No severe weather threat anywhere near Wisconsin. The chance for storms really lines up with where that front currently is. Overall, we will stay pretty quiet through the evening and overnight. Temperatures will fall to the mid-50s by early tomorrow morning for most of southern Wisconsin, so a little bit of a cool start to the day. By Friday, we get to enjoy mostly sunny sky again, and heading into the weekend, plan on this pattern just continuing for us. Both Saturday and Sunday look really delightful outside. Our breeze will steadily start to shift, though, become a little more easterly and southeasterly by Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon, which just means that our temperatures will be a little bit warmer outside for Saturday and Sunday, but still right at average, still really pleasant outside. Again, our overnight low temps are going to fall into the mid-50s by early Friday morning. So it'll be a little cool early in the day, but in the afternoon, plan on those high temperatures in the mid-70s. So it'll be a really nice, pleasant afternoon again. Saturday, we start off mostly clear, and then in the afternoon, still seeing a nice sunny sky. Temperatures in the afternoon will be climbing up to the upper 70s. So over the next few hours, we'll still need to hit our afternoon high of about 75 in Madison along the state line. Monroe and Janesville, you may be a little closer to about 77, 78 for those afternoon highs, still just a little bit below average. And then because we do have otherwise such a clear sky. As soon as the sun sets, our temperatures are going to start to drop right away. We'll fall through the 60s this evening, and then overnight lows landing close to about 54, 56 for most of southern Wisconsin. Partly cloudy sky tonight, but still just a little cooler. A nice light breeze heading into your Friday, and overall Friday really looks nice outside. In the mid-70s in the afternoon, mostly sunny. Still very, very pleasant outside for Friday, and that nice pleasant trend is going to continue on into the weekend. So we continue this mid-70s stretch for your work week, and then by the weekend we see a little bit of a climb there into the upper 70s for Saturday and Sunday. Thankfully, our next system isn't going to slide in until the start of next week, so we get through a nice dry weekend before we have the chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Monday. Only a chance for showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. The better chance there is Monday afternoon and evening. It's going to be a little more humid for the start of next week. Also, with that system coming in, the good news, once it passes through, takes all that moisture along with it and the warmer air. So for the middle and end of next week, it's going to be less humid and more comfortable outside. But we have a really nice Saturday and Sunday ahead.
And then Labor Day weekend is next weekend after.
Labor Day weekend, yes. And right now that doesn't look too bad for at least Saturday. And keep an eye on what's coming ahead for Sunday and Monday, of course.
September already. Wow.
Already.
Already. All right. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Marissa DeGroot from the Dane County Humane Society is here with our pet of the week. We'll meet Viv, a hound mix, right after this. It's time now for Potentially Yours here on News 3, and Marissa DeGroot from the Dane County Humane Society is with us. Welcome to you.
Hi.
You have a big girl here.
Oh, yes, a big, beautiful lady. This is Viv.
Hi, Viv. So what's her story?
So Viv is 3 years old, some sort of hound mix, but if you see this big old honking head and big old chubby cheeks, she's probably maybe a little Mastiff, maybe even a little Great Dane in there.
She has got a huge head.
And she came up from an overcrowded shelter down in Alabama, and now this Southern Belle's looking for a great new home up here.
And she's not the most graceful, I hear.
Yeah, so when Viv originally came, we honestly thought that she might have some neurological problems because she was slipping and falling all over the place. Viv is healthy and great. She's just a little clumsy.
She's what, 3 or so?
Yeah, she's 3, but if you look at her paws, they are so big that I think she just doesn't know how to navigate this kind of big body of hers.
She hasn't quite figured it
Yes.
out. She's just a sweetheart. Doesn't jump up.
Nope, this is pretty much how Viv is all the time, which is why I think she'll do well in a lot of different homes because she's pretty laid back. So whether you have other pets in the house, you've got kids, I think as long as you're doing nice slow introductions, Viv is going to get along well with everybody.
Yeah, she is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? And she just had puppies recently, it appears.
Yep, she is a former mama, but now she's just a single lady looking for a great new home.
And you got a lot of pets that aren't necessarily at the shelter.
Yep. So on our website, you can search for animals who are at Dane County Humane Society. You can also search for animals that are looking to be rehomed. So they're staying in their current homes until a good match can be found. On our website, it's called the Pets in the Community. And there are lots right now. Dogs, cats, critters, a little bit of everything. So
this is different than foster?
It's different than foster. It's animals staying with their current families, but for some reason or other, they need to find a new home.
They know they're going to be moving or...
Yep, and so then those families are looking to connect with people, and we're just here to try to help connect those folks together.
Great idea. All right, last week
we had Charlotte, our adorable little pitty girl, and she did get adopted. We were so excited for her.
All right. Well, let's get Viv a home here now. I don't think you can go wrong with this one.
Oh my gosh.
Just as long as you have room.
Yep, you have room and maybe not too slippery of floors.
All right. Thanks, Marissa. Go to the website giveshelter.org for information. Oh, what a beautiful girl. Giveshelter.org, 838-0413 for more information. Thanks, Marissa.
Thank you.
Here's a final check of your forecast.
Oh, I love that dog. Overall, of course, we've had a really nice afternoon. Plan on a nice sunny sky through the rest of this evening. If you do have any outdoor plans, you are all good to go. Temperatures are fantastically comfortable right now. And as we look ahead through the rest of the afternoon, again, it will be a mostly sunny sky. Here's a live look for you from downtown Madison. We'll go back to that 10 days so you can see. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s for today and for tomorrow. So if you unfortunately are stuck inside for this afternoon, the good news, you get to head outside for your Friday. Now for this weekend, also very pleasant for Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny for both days. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s. Our next system will bring the chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Monday, and then another chance for some rain coming through on Tuesday. It'll be a little more warm, a little humid outside for the start of the week, and then another cool down heading into the middle and the end of next week.
All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.